Vegan side effect. You will cry in sorrow when seeing animals suffer at the hands of humans.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programas offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Műsoraink sok nyelvet tartalmaznak. Kérjük, tekintse meg itt suprememastertv.com/schedule.
I think people are right. I don't know how many 70% of people judge that his decision is bad. I agree. I think he should resign immediately to save Americans' lives and the Afghan allies' life. If they want to rebuild the trust of the international ally community and if they want to save more Americans' lives.
Please keep watching to find out more.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centres near you.
Today's episode will be presented in English with subtitles in Arabic, Aulacese, also known as Vietnamese, Bulgarian, Chinese, Czech, English, French, German, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Romanian, Russian, Spanish, Telugu, and Thai. ¿Cómo está usted? Means how are you in Spanish, one of the official languages of Paraguay. My name is Graciela. The faithful people of Paraguay compliment you for choosing the merciful vegan diet, thus affecting positively the world at large. Known as the heart of South America for its central location, Paraguay is a land blessed with diverse natural landscapes. The arid Chaco region is part of a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve that offers protection for wildlife like the tapir, the giant armadillo, and the rare Chacuan peccary. Other parts of Paraguay are graced with wooded hills and marshes, and since it is a landlocked country, it has no borders on the ocean, but it is blessed with remarkable river coasts. These shorelines are home to the greater rhea, a bird that can run at speeds of up to 60 kilometers per hour, and the marsh deer, whose specially structured feet can pass easily over wet areas. On the border of Brazil and Paraguay lies the incredible Itaipu Dam, generating some of the world's largest annual amounts of hydroelectric power. Alongside is the Guarani Aquifer, the second largest underground water reservoir in the world, providing clean water to people across the land. Paraguayan tradition includes yerba mate tea, served in gourds and often combined with medicinal herbs for greater health benefits. The nation's cultural heritage is also expressed through the lyrical Paraguayan harp and guitar. Among the most well-known dances are the lively polka and the marvelous bottle dance, where graceful performers glide and swirl with bottles delicately balanced above their heads. It was delightful to view exquisite Paraguay with you, charitable viewers. We pray that your dreams of a peaceful heaven-like world will soon come true. For decades, Supreme Master Ching Hai has illuminated our world with her divine teachings. A fully enlightened master, she imparts the Kuan Yin method of meditation to those desiring to immediately discover the God nature within, to achieve in one lifetime eternal liberation from the cycle of transmigration. The Kuan Yin method has been practiced by all enlightened masters, such as the worshipped world Honor One Shakyamuni Buddha, the worshipped Son of God Jesus Christ, the venerated master and philosopher Confucius, the venerated Lord Krishna, the venerated master and philosopher Lao Tzu, the venerated Lord Mahavira, the beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji, and many more. Supreme Master Ching Hai emphasizes that if we always remember God, render selfless service to others, and follow the laws of the universe, we will reach our highest potential as humans and truly understand our purpose on earth. An extraordinary living example of compassion, she lovingly and regularly sends material and financial assistance to refugees, the homeless, natural disaster victims, and others needing relief. Supreme Master Ching Hai respectfully thank all special individuals, organizations, leaders, and governments for all your genuine, loving, ongoing support. May heaven bless you forevermore. We, the Supreme Master Ching Hai International Association members, are also sincerely grateful for your expressive kindness, wishing you the best. Supreme Master Ching Hai receives love and recognition from various organizations, media, governments, individuals, and many awards, such as the 2006 Gusi Peace Prize, considered the Nobel Peace Prize of the East, the World Spiritual Leadership Award in 1994, the Mahavir Award in 2008, February 22nd and October 25th, both proclaimed as the Supreme Master Ching Hai Day, an honorary citizen of the United States, etc., and has been honored throughout the years with numerous other awards and accolades for her outstanding philanthropic and humanitarian deeds. etc. We apologize for not being able to show many other awards and honors for lack of space and time. Supreme Master Ching Hai respectfully thank all special individuals, organizations, leaders, and governments for all your genuine, loving, ongoing support. May heaven bless you forevermore. We, the Supreme Master Ching Hai International Association members, are also sincerely grateful for your expressive kindness, wishing you the best. A true voice for our beautiful animal friends, Supreme Master Ching Hai promotes the peaceful, loving, plant-based diet and envisions with humanity's awakening to the sacredness of all life, a tranquil and glorious all-vegan world where animals and people live in respectful harmony. Her initiatives included alternative living flyer distribution, the International Vegan Restaurants Loving Hut, vegan food companies, vegan fur products, Supreme Master Television, as well as writing and speaking to influential government and media leaders, participating in televised conferences on climate change, etc. Whether we are aware of it or not, her efforts have had an enormous influence on global awareness of the animal-friendly lifestyle and how this benevolent way can bring lasting peace among nations while saving our planet from climate change and disasters. Supreme Master Ching Hai has traveled worldwide and held discourses with the public and her disciples on a variety of spiritual topics. Today, we are blessed to present a recent insightful phone conversation between Supreme Master Ching Hai and the Supreme Master Television team member entitled, A President Should Protect His People's Lives, Part 1 of 3, on Between Master and Disciples, given in English on August 27, 2021.
Master, now people blame Biden for the deaths in Kabul and they want him to resign. What does Master think about that?
I agree.
Oh.
Yeah, because if he continues, more Americans will be harmed, not just outside, but inside America as well.
Right.
It's worrisome, you know. This guy is not fit to rule.
Yes.
Now he lost trust from the world, from European allies, and many Americans died. Many Afghan allies also died, just like that.
Right.
For nothing. From nothing.
Yes.
Just because he doesn't listen to the advice from his military commanders, you know, the generals and all that.
Yeah.
There's advice that we know that he received, as though he claims several times that he had his advisors agree with him. We know from our meetings that that's not the case. We have done one of the worst withdrawals that I believe I've ever seen in my life.
What we have here is just a string of terrible judgment and decisions that just have left the door open for further failure. I mean, we've had a string of decisions like the arbitrary evacuation date itself that you just talked about, the August 31st. We cannot let the Taliban make that decision for us. And then the decision to give up Bagram Air Base to the Taliban, that's incredible. 2 runways, easily defendable, isolated, and here we are stuck in Kabul. Evacuating our troops before American citizens were evacuated. It's just incredible that was done. Depending on the Taliban for our security, amazing that we would be dependent on a terrorist group, and then giving them a list of our people, our allies' names, green card holders, and American citizens that are trying to get out. I mean, that's a death sentence, especially for these Afghan allies. And then leaving, worst of all, I think, is leaving $85 billion worth of equipment there. This is why I think we need leadership change. I think that this president is hopeless as a commander-in-chief. He's totally incompetent. He's totally incapable. He doesn't listen. I think he needs to resign immediately. I think he ought to be removed using the 25th Amendment. Even some Democrats have even talked about that, or even an impeachment.
Even 5 years old kids know that.
Yeah.
You cannot just take all the army's defense system and means and weapons and army out and then take the rest out. That's not possible. I told you already, the airport, there's nowhere to hide. You know, the American soldiers, they are very brave.
Yeah.
And they're just risking it. And this is just inviting attack. They have just a few guns, small ones, just to keep order with the good people, like the Afghan allies who ran to the airport to escape.
Yes.
Just a few guns, symbolic. They cannot defend themselves or anybody.
Yeah. True.
If somebody wants to attack, they're doomed.
Yeah.
Biden really killed them. I told you he will mess up. He's not fit to be a president. I told you long before already.
Yes, Master.
That if he's a president, he will lose trust from the international community.
Yeah.
What would happen if Mr. Biden were to become president?
Well, what would happen? Well, it's very difficult to pinpoint. But America will lose trust from the international community. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Everybody would know if you want to withdraw the troops, there will be civilians who have to come out first, protected. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
You cannot just take all the armies out first and then rescue people.
Yeah.
Because you are not in the position to protect yourself and them.
Right.
Nobody has ever handled a withdrawal worse than Joe Biden. We take the military out before we took our civilians out and before we took the interpreters and people that helped us.
I think people are right. I don't know how many, 70% of people judge that his decision is bad. I agree. I think he should resign immediately to save Americans' lives and the Afghan allies' lives. If they want to rebuild the trust of the international allied community and if they want to save more Americans' lives.
Yeah, I agree also.
Oh my God, you can see so obviously, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is no protection
No.
anymore. Just some civilians and some American Marines. And the soldiers, not enough to do even the procedures, checking their papers, and protecting them. How?
Yeah.
The American soldiers, then they have to do like civilian jobs as well, like checking the Afghan papers.
Yes.
Yeah, checking the visa or registering them and all that. And then also so-called protecting them and getting them on the airplane at the same time.
Yeah.
In such as an airport like that, all open, you know? There's nowhere to hide.
Yeah, no protection.
No, nothing. He has good advisors, not that he doesn't have, but he just doesn't listen to them. Even 5-year-old kids would know how to protect the people.
Yes, Master.
He just kowtows to the Taliban at the expense of his own people and the Afghan allies, and even bringing also some Taliban's lives with it. Some Taliban were there also. Of course, they're also checking, checking the papers to let people in and all that to see who come in, qualify or not. Because not all Afghans can go in, just the people who have been working with the Americans, you know, or maybe with the government.
Yes.
That try to escape and want to run away. And of course, they don't want to keep so-called enemies around.
Yeah.
They promise to let them go, so they also there to check. So they die also with the Americans and their own innocent people.
Yes.
Children also. Women also. Elderly also. Oh, this is terrible.
Terrible.
This is terrible.
The blast has left 2-year-old Mohammad Reza fighting for his life. This looks set to be one of the deadliest incidents ever in this horrific conflict. So many of the victims, those who had worked with the international community. Those killed in this awful attack were trying to escape years of violence in Afghanistan. Instead, they became the latest victims in a country torn apart by bloodshed.
Biden has blood on his hands.
Yes.
He should step down immediately. I don't care who else made president, make Trump president. Somebody who has more intelligence, who has more common sense, and who listens to the wise advice of his people, of the commanders, of the army, and of his security force and all that.
Yeah, right.
They know what they're doing.
Yes.
He has never been in battle. He never had to know any strategy about fighting. So he should listen to them. He should let them do the job.
Yeah, exactly.
But because he took their position as commander-in-chief, so they know it's wrong, but they had to do what he told, what he asked.
Yeah.
If it were me, I wouldn't listen. Now it results in that. Yes. Many Americans died. Many Afghans died. Including the Taliban. This is no good.
No.
Yeah, and it's easy for him to stand on the podium and say, oh, I will do this, I will do that, I will track you down. How? They have no power anymore in Afghanistan right now. Yeah. Nothing. All the defensive systems gone.
True.
Or will be in the hands of the Taliban or whoever gets the power and gets the hands on it.
All of the military equipment. We have billions and billions of dollars worth of new Black Hawk helicopters, brand new Army tanks, and all sorts of equipment.
The Americans have abandoned so much equipment. The Taliban can fight the next two wars with American weapons. They won't have to worry about the Kalashnikovs. They've got all the American stuff.
The Taliban has taken over. Their fighters drive US-made Humvees laden with US-made weapons around the last US military installation in Afghanistan. They look and act like former Afghan government soldiers. The white flag, the only indication this is the Taliban.
America got out in such a hurry with no thought that I think it's just been a terrible mess.
And they don't have anywhere to work as a base.
Yes.
They have another airport or other airports, but there's nothing there anymore. They cannot even operate anywhere except that Kabul, which is all open and all dangerous for them, for the soldiers.
Yeah, see.
They're very brave. They just stay there. There's nothing there for them to hide, just a few guns. I told you.
Yeah.
And now it happened. And they've been warned also. Oh, my God.
It's a tragedy.
Yeah. And if he wants to revenge, I don't know how. Send in some secret spies to, run around the whole country, chasing one by one, kill them or something?
No.
They can't even bomb anybody now.
No.
Of course they can do that, but that will be like the same as 20 years ago again. Bringing in the big armies and, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like begin anew again.
I see.
Start from ABC again. And that will be a big bloodshed.
Yes, Master.
And this will be even worse. He should just step down, man. Whoever becomes president must have more IQ, more common sense, and less ego.
Yes.
Trump can come up. In this situation, anyone is better than Biden.
Right.
Or let the army decide. Otherwise, Americans are trapped now in Afghanistan. And who knows what their fate will be.
Yes.
And their allies, the ones who worked for them before, what will become of them. And they're stuck there, including the tourists also, American tourists and others. Okay.
It's a horrible time.
Now you understand, right?
Yes, Master.
Okay.
So this is really not good option, the revenge by Biden.
No, you can see that. They have nothing now in Afghanistan.
Yes.
Even to protect a few numbers of people. They have nothing. They withdrew already before rescuing people. With a few guns. You can see in the video, huh?
Yeah.
Just a couple of American soldiers standing among hundreds with one or two guns.
True.
My God, I'm not an army general. They have nothing to do with the army, but even I can see that.
Right.
That really you send your soldiers to die. I mean, it's not only the Taliban, there were other forces as well.
Yeah, from other countries.
And they all know that. They knew that. Not that they don't know. I'm telling you.
It's really shameful.
Yeah. Because they don't have strategy. They don't have any preparation, nothing. Just send soldiers there to die. because nobody watches their back.
Yeah.
They don't have any power anymore in Afghanistan. They don't have any place to put even an umbrella. So how are they going to even have a backup plan? They don't have any.
Yeah.
Yes, and there are so many Americans and Afghans want to go out of the country, and they rescue them almost like a last minute.
Yeah.
I don't have to be intelligent to see this.
Yes, it was a chaos.
Yeah. I'm not the army commander, nothing. I can see very well already. I was worried when I told you that the American soldiers are so brave because they're standing there with nothing. Just a few guns, small guns. He just makes big trouble like this, and then now he made it happen, and then now he wants revenge. If he had done it more intelligently, then people wouldn't have to die.
Yes.
If he revenges, more people will die. What's the use of that? We cannot bring the Americans' lives or Afghan allies' lives back.
Yes, Master.
Yeah. Okay, now
Does
you
it
know.
make sense? Yes.
Kind-hearted viewers, we appreciate your company for today's episode entitled A President Should Protect His People's Lives, Part 1 of 3 on Between Master and Disciples. Coming up next is multi-part series on ancient predictions about our planet, Prophecy of the Golden Age, Part 159, Christian Prophecies of the End Times, right after Noteworthy News. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more positive programming. May your conscience choose the compassion towards all beings' way of living.
Vegan, 'cause we are not in the Stone Age.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/BMD.